record this. So I have to start my spiel all over again because I forgot to hit the record button. All right, we're being recorded now. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dolores Adams. I am the Director of Procurement for the Portsmouth Redevelopment and Housing Authority. We are here this morning for a pre-proposal meeting for RFP 2021-09 for rehabilitation contractors. I'd like to thank you all again for joining us today. Mr. Philip Page, who is the director of our development modernizations department, may be joining us later. He was called into a meeting. So, um, other than that, I would like to start with some introductions. We do have some PRHA and some part of our PRHA team on the line. So, the PRHA individuals, would you introduce yourself? Lynette was on mute, and she couldn't unmute. We do have Miss Lynette Blow, who works in our modernization department, um, and Mr. Bill Cobb will be joining us later as well. So, since I like to know who I'm talking to, if all of you could introduce yourself, and I'll start in the order that I have on my screen. Um, Miss James.
There we go. Now you can hear me. Good morning. Yes, Valerie James. I am with Mark Turner Construction. I am their marketing business development manager.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Joe. Hi, Joe. You're on mute, Joe. You got to unmute yourself. You should have a microphone that you
Okay,
should.
there it is.
There you go. There you go.
Most people like me muted. Joe Ketchum at Associated Contracting. I'm in charge of residential construction.
Welcome.
I'll remute myself.
All right. Okay. Rick, you have to unmute, Rick.
All right, how's that?
That's better.
Good morning. Rick Edmondson with Advanced Construction Management. I'm the owner.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Lee.
Hi, my name is Lee Koliopoulos. I'm with the Last LLC.
Welcome. Katrina. Yeah. Unmute. There you go. You're still muted, Katrina. We can't hear you.
Am I?
Yep. I heard something. There you
Can you
go.
hear me at all?
I can hear you now. We can hear you now.
You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Katrina Hampton with K Contractors, and I am the owner.
Welcome. Okay, I have a few people on the phone. Pyramid.
Good morning, Trey Walker. How you doing, Miss Adams?
I'm fine.
Trey Walker, owner of Pyramid Enterprises.
Welcome, Trent. Let's see, who else do I have here? I have a Harrison Davis.
It is I, Harrison Davis. Well, of course, my name is Harrison Davis. I am an employee of BJT Consulting Group. It's a diversity and inclusion company, consulting company based out of Pennsylvania in Pittsburgh. But I also own my own company called Delgado Repair Services. That is a subcontractor for a couple of companies in the area.
Okay, welcome. And I have a Mona Ketchum. Mona, you have to unmute yourself.
She's with me. She's just taking notes.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good. And I have a phone. Someone has phoned in. There's no name, so it's a 339 number.
Yes,
Hello.
Brian Alexander with the BA Construction Group.
Mr. Alexander, welcome.
Thank
Okay, so I know who's all in the room, at least our virtual room. So thank you all. I know we want to get started. The first thing I want to say is this particular solicitation is to form a pool of contractors to assist our development department with some of their rehabilitation programs that they have upcoming. We will, several years ago, we had a rehabilitation program for elderly residents of the city of Portsmouth called the Home Rehab Program. We are going to re-implement that program, and it may not be, it's not exactly the same program, but the contractors will work um, with the housing authority to assist elderly homeowners in the city of Portsmouth with making repairs to their home. We will have a group of inspectors or people that'll come up to work up a job order for each property, and then from there we will provide the contractors a list of a scope of work that you have to bid on. This program, the max, I believe, is like $25,000. So there will be small contracts for, and if you look at the solicitation, there's several different things listed. So it could be internal as well as interior as well as exterior repairs that need to be done to the home. Another program that we're implementing is a program to assist with the abatement remediation, and in some cases, maybe the encapsulation or removal of lead-based paint in homes throughout the city of Portsmouth. So we will also be utilizing the contractors in the pool to assist with that program. So we want to, that's why we required that if you have RRP certification for individuals, because if they're working with the lead removal program, we're going to require that. We're going to have to see those certifications. So please be aware that that is going to be a requirement for that particular program. And there may be other programs that will be implemented throughout the city through that department. So these jobs will mostly be for homeowners, individual homeowners that contact the authority and apply for our program. And we will ask for bids on their jobs once we know what the scope of work will look like, so that we can we'll have a pool of contractors to pull from. Now, one of the vision for the program is we're going to provide the homeowners our list of contractors, and if you can pick the contractors, we've known programs that have functioned like that in the past, but we're not sure how the details of how this will function. We have not established yet, but we will, of course, by the time we go to the award stage. So, if you have any questions, please let us know at this time, and we will put them out, responses out in the form of the addendum. We also will be putting the link to this meeting out as part of the addendum number 1. And so any specifics on the program or any questions about the actual solicitation, please let us know at this time, so that we can record them and we can include them as part of our addendum. So any questions? And these will be Davis-Bacon jobs because they're over $2,000. So please, we included the certified, so that means certified payrolls. And now the certified payrolls do have to have original signatures. We will be doing interviews on site. So you'd have to have the posting as usually required for Davis-Bacon. Yes, Harrison.
What are the rules for subcontracting, or what is the process to become a subcontractor?
Well, the prime contractors have to provide us with a list of their subcontractors. So, generally, subcontractors will work with one of the prime contractors that's applying, submitting a proposal for this job, or they will, if they see the award is made, they may choose to contact the contractor that was awarded, the prime that was awarded the contract. But we do require that the prime contractors provide us a list of all their subcontractors. So we have had in the past subs just contact the prime.
Okay.
And one other question that I have. Having a foreign contractor that's licensed and able to work in the state of Virginia, are there any special extra requirements that they need to make being a foreign contractor?
You said they're licensed in the state of Virginia?
Yeah, they're licensed to be able to work in the state of
Okay.
Virginia, but they're based out of their foreign company that works out of a Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
They need to make sure that they provide documentation of their Virginia license, because you have to prove that you're able to work. We require that you're licensed and able to work in the state, in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Okay.
We have we have contractors from out of state all the time, but they show what they've been, they're able to conduct work here in the Commonwealth and the city of Portsmouth. So I recommend that you check with the city as well as the state to see what their requirements are.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes. The bid is going to be on hourly rates, right?
Right. We figure that would be the best way to do this, and you all tell me if you think there may be a better way, because at this point we don't know what the particular jobs will be, what the task will look like, and each one of them will be different.
Yes, that's fine.
Material will be, we'll have to have the breakdown of labor and material the way these are, the jobs have to be bid anyway.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yes, Trent.
Hello. So I had a question on the rates versus the bids. I know the rates kind of identify the labor costs, but
Yes.
a bid for the total job, I guess, has to include the labor cost. Is that how you're accepting the bids that'll be going in?
When you put in your labor cost will include all your overhead, such as your insurance, admin, all of that should be included in your labor cost. I think if you look at the sheet where I think it's attachment 5, the pricing sheet, it says what needs to be included in your labor cost. So that should be a complete cost. Everything should be labor and material.
All right, gotcha. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Does the homeowner know exactly what to expect from these renovations?
What do you mean what to expect?
Well, I've done some of these before for you guys a while back. And sometimes there's not disgruntled, but a difference of opinion on what was priced and what they're expecting.
Oh, you mean the scope of work?
Yeah.
Well, our staff is supposed to go through with the homeowner to determine the scope of work that will be done for their home. And I wasn't really involved in the past, so I'm not really sure how it works usually. But I do know the scope of work has to be agreed with the homeowner because they have a set amount of money. It's not like they have a blank check to do everything. I think normally they focus on is the items that need to be done.
Will there be a walkthrough with the PRHA project manager, the contractor, and the homeowner before we start?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. That's all I got.
Okay. Valerie, see your hand?
Yes. On attachment 4 is the section 3 business self-certification form. We are not section 3 firm, but we are 100% minority owned. And I see that there's a block in the middle that says optional. So is this a form we need to complete?
Section 3 form needs to be filled out. And section 3 has nothing to do with minority status. It's strictly economics. It's the income. It's based on the income of the individuals that will be doing the work for you.
Right.
So one of the ways you can become a section 3 is if your employees meet those income requirements. And so, but those section 3 is strictly about income. If the income of the employees or your workforce, the people that work for you, if they meet those income guidelines, or if they are residents of any type of HUD assisted housing.
Got it. And I think in the RFP, I read that there's someone we can contact to get a potential list of section 3 firms.
Right. There's HUD actually has a whole, you can register with HUD if you're looking for section 3 workers. And you go to HUD.gov and then section 3. Look up section 3. You can actually register with HUD if you're looking for section 3 workers, or if you want to register with HUD as a section 3 firm. And that they have their own portal that you can do that, and you can go on and register. And what we do as housing authorities, we help confirm whether or not you've registered with HUD. And then if you fill out that certification form that's in the package, we also maintain a regional section 3 directory through the Norfolk Redevelopment and Housing Authority. So anyone that registers with us as a section 3 business that's not in the regional directory already, we provide that to NRHA so that they can add them to the directory.
Okay.
But HUD does have its own Section 3 portal, and I need to add that. So I will make sure I add the HUD website to as to the addendum, because
Perfect.
they're trying to transition everyone to that HUD website,
Okay.
and it's a nationwide website, but you can look for your particular area.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you for that question. You reminded me I need to do that. Okay, I see a couple more hands up. Lee, do you have another question? Or you just okay? Trent, do you have another question?
No, it's just I didn't know how to
Okay, Rick, I see you have your hand up.
Yeah, I know none of us have a crystal ball, but in doing, I think one house back in the previous program, which has been quite a few years ago. The one I did was, it was a fair contract amount, but it was a lot of, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a lot of little repairs, things like that. Do you anticipate the same type of scopes? Do you anticipate any major work, foundation work, anything like that, or is it just hard to tell what you're going to get?
I have no idea, because I wasn't like I said, I wasn't really involved in the previous one, so but I'm sure the work will be similar. You saw the list included in the RFP. It was a list of some of everything, because we just don't know, and that was just illustrative of the work. It is not an inclusive list, so because it may be some things you get in the house, and it'll be something that we may not have dealt with before. Because for the most part, many of these homeowners are low to moderate income homeowners that may have limited income or budget to do repairs in their homes. There's no telling what we're going to face when we get in there.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Are there any other questions? Well, I know how these things usually go. Oh, Lee, I see your hand. Do you have another question?
No, I mean, no, I don't know why, but
Okay,
the
I will raise your hand. But Trent, do you have a question?
yes. What would be the award date? Are you thinking next year sometime, or would it be this year?
I'm not. I think it would definitely be this year. The proposals are due November the 4th, so it'll probably be this year sometime. That's our game plan, because I believe next year is when they hope to start kick off those programs.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you.
Valerie, okay.
Oh, yeah, because that made me think of something else. Will the award be based solely on these proposals?
We always reserve the option to do interviews.
Okay.
So it may be a combination of proposals and interviews.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. I saw Rick, you had your hand up, and Joe, you had your hand up, right? So let's start with Rick.
Going back to when Joe was asking about the interaction, the beginning interaction with the homeowners, I get the impression, and I'm sure it's in the package, and I just haven't read it thoroughly, but that each case is going to be, I mean, you're going to work your way around a group of contractors, and XYZ house is you're going to be working with a specific contractor, or you're going to get multiple bids for one house?
As I said, we have not fleshed out how that's going to work. There's been some discussions of providing the homeowner, the contractor pool, and they pick a contractor. We've talked about rotating contractors, or looking to see if there's someone that specializes in one thing, depending on the work that needs to be done. So all types of methods of award have been discussed, but we have not determined it at this time.
Okay. Understand. Thank you.
Yeah. Joe, saw your hand.
I guess great minds think alike. I was going to ask the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, I figured you already knew the answer because I figured you read the package from cover to cover already.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't changed much.
All right. Yeah, it wasn't in there because we just hadn't fleshed that one out yet. Any other questions at this time? Because I know as these things usually go, once we finish this meeting, or you had a chance to look at some things again, there are other questions come up. So please do not hesitate to email me with any questions, any concerns, any suggestions. Obviously, you all are the experts, not me. So if you have something you like to add, you see something that's glaringly that we missed that you think will enhance the RFP, please, by no means, don't hesitate to contact me so that we can add it because we want to get a great pool of contractors and we hope you all will choose to respond to our solicitation so that we can help serve the citizens here in Portsmouth because our whole goal is to help them be able to stay in their homes as long as possible and to make them safe. Okay. Any other questions? Well, if not, I'm going to give you some time back in your busy days because I know you all are super busy. And I'd like to say thank you again for coming to join us this morning. All right. So see you later. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Let me stop recording.